visionary, revolutionary. I'm a visionary, revolutionary.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the D&B podcast. I'm your host, Camilo Salamander, and I'm here with my tremendous, stupendous, marvelous co-host, KB the fucking Mark.
Because I'm a fucking mark for this shit.
Hey guys, but before we get started, KB, I gotta ask you, man, how are you doing today, man?
You know, Camille Salamander, I'm feeling good, but I want to just take a little bit of time to appreciate a part of your favorite company that gets very little recognition, and that's NXT. For a month and a half, NXT has given you quality match after quality match after quality match. They teased the Mandy Rose losing her title for a month and a half, and every time she's had a match, I walked in feeling like she was going to lose, and she found a way, Salamander. She found a way to squeak it out. Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner, absolutely fantastic. Wesley and Carmelo Hayes over the North American Championship, absolutely fantastic. It's good to see four brothers out there getting TV time in the on NXT.
Right.
NXT.
Right. That is good.
NXT very slowly. It has its moments where I feel like the characters are just a little bit better down here. They actually have me, enraveled within the story. Can Carmelo Hayes get the A championship back from Wesley? Who is Scripps? The Rock's daughter with Joe Gacy. It looks funky. I'm with it. I want to see where it go. I've liked the Joe Gacy character. Von Wagner sacrificing Robert Stone. Toxic Attraction being taken out. Alba Fire. NXT has not been getting its flowers, and it's been a solid show every week with solid matches every week.
It's probably the fact that I don't know. I really feel like NXT felt like really went downhill once they went on TV. I feel like it was really that was great where they was at on the WWE Network, and since they went to USA, I really feel like they went downhill from there. Like it's too much to expect for a so-called quote unquote development brand, especially y'all on TV. It's too much to expect.
I can feel why you say that, but honestly, they're starting to get it right being on USA. And
That's true, but think of how long it took them to get there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's
Like,
not
it
about
should.
how far.
I kind of do. I think so to a point, because if you was gonna bring a development brand on TV, they rushed it because W and to get started. They wanted something to be like, we still dominant, we still the dominant wrestling company. So they put them up against their development. But at the same time, we seen what happened. Fucking NXT got moved and shit to Tuesdays. And the reason why, because they wasn't ready. They pushed soon. If you was gonna bring them on TV, they should have been ready already, ready to go. They wasn't ready to go. That's why now they're just not getting it, and now everything is starting to look good, because the way that they are now, if they would have came with this same energy and got everything together and got that shit together when they first launched this shit to go up against AEW, I don't think AEW would have won the race and not war.
But remember,
I think that shit would have been tied. It would have been down the neck.
But remember that NXT was more driven off of wrestling than it is characters. This NXT now they're getting the mixture right, but this NXT has more characters that you can gravitate toward.
Why is that reason? It's because on Tuesday they only got to worry about NXT. on Wednesday they had to worry about AEW. A, but AEW and NXT was going up against each other. They're basically the same shows. Both of them was about wrestling and not really character development. So boom. But if they would have came with how they booking everything now, I think they would have really gave this Wednesday night war shit would have still be going on right now.
I mean, I'm gonna disagree only because the only reason, and I say this as an AEW fan, WWE was at a point to where their main roster was struggling, so they went with a different direction. That time, the main roster wasn't nowhere where it should have been. But then you can also look at the main roster now and be like, before the new regime change, they were nowhere where they should have been. Yeah, you had Roman, he was where he should have been, but like you always say, that's what we'll say 4 years too late. Brock
Mm-hmm.
is Brock. John's barely putting in. Well, I won't say barely. John Cena putting in so much time in that he's earned this time off, but he's not on TV. They ain't even have Edge at that time. So AEW was just a new thing on the block. It was bound to do good. It would pretty much have to be bad in order for it to fail. That's just what it is. It's the new shiny toy. But over time,
Mm-hmm.
as we've seen now with the latest um, ratings, 818 or 812, it loses its luster.
They went
Me
down.
as a true AEW fan, I don't think there's a problem. I've actually liked the build to Full Gear, but I can acknowledge what other people are saying and thinking. Yeah, it's not where it has been.
Porn. I'm telling you, like last like couple weeks of AEW, every episode's been trash as fuck. I swear to God. Probably be better at Full Gear, but I don't know. Like I was last week or the week before, and I was tweeting. I'm like, I don't know. This episode ain't it.
Yeah, but how
This ain't
many?
it.
How? But here,
I
but
don't know.
here's the thing. But here's the thing. But how many trash go home shows of WWE have we seen? They have a
I hear
track
you.
record with that.
We talk about AEW. We talk about AEW.
No, I'm
AEW
just
got four
bringing up
pay per views and they couldn't get a go home show.
WWE can never get a go home show right. They got like 15.
Well,
Listen,
they
that's
got enough. Like
that's
fucked up this time. We got 2 weeks to make up for the next one.
that's
AEW got
that's
fucked up. Now I gotta wait 2-3 months.
that's beside the point. Winter is coming. That'll be the next TV special. But that's beside the point. The thing is this: AEW was the new shiny toy. It was bound to do good against NXT. That's not to say that NXT wasn't great in its own right. NXT was giving you
Mm-hmm.
match of the year candidates when AEW was on television. You can go back to the Fatal 4-Way Iron Man match they had. Adam Cole going in on Karrion Kross. I mean, they gave you great moments still. It's just AEW was the new shiny toy. It
So
would
let me
literally
ask you
have to
this.
be bad.
So with AEW practically losing almost 100,000 viewers, um, what if that is a new normal now is around 700,000 to 800,000? What if remember what I was been saying like right now, the whole hype and everything's around AEW because they knew, like you said, they the new shiny toy. So what if remember I kept saying get them a few years and we're gonna see if they really gonna prosper or if people just watching them because WWE been the only thing that's been around for a long ass time. Um, what if this is like the new norm? Like, because as we was talking a couple days ago, TNT they might not continue with their contract with the NBA. So if they don't continue the contract with the NBA and they go all out with this wrestling shit, what if it doesn't live up and it just do 800,000? Because I don't even think they did year long. I don't think AEW brought home 1 million views more than 10 times. I
I'd
mean,
say
less
it's
than 10
probably
times
it's
to be
probably
exact.
been, I'd say it's probably been about anywhere from 7 to 10. 10 is on the high side, but I don't think 800,000 is the norm. But if you want to play games of hypotheticals, that's up to TNT. Wrestling,
And how
I
long
would
did 2019? That's when
2019.
AEW established.
Yes.
So about 3 years, you only hit 1 million views about 10 times. I don't know, KV. I don't know.
Listen,
I
aren't you
don't
the
know.
one
We'll
that's
see,
all?
man.
Well, aren't
Impact.
but listen, aren't you the same one that's saying let's not judge them by year 3, 1 through 3? We're gonna judge them on year 5 through 10.
Year 5, yeah.
Yeah,
But hey,
they
it's
got 2
pushing year
years.
4. It's pushing
That's
year
fine.
4, and then we seeing like, damn, hey,
But we've
hey.
hit leaps and bounds. AW's come leaps and bounds from where it was at the beginning.
It seems like all know these stars are help y'all that much.
It's
That's what it seemed
fine.
like. Y'all thought y'all gonna capitalize off of that all out shit. Y'all didn't.
Who
I
did?
did. I ain't gonna lie. I did for like that next week or two. But now that shit died down, they don't give a fuck.
See,
Now I think y'all should go pick Kenny Omega and the YoungBucks come back. I think that's when y'all should come back up your views and shit. Because now if that's the case, that shows y'all can't do shit without them. Y'all need y'all EVPs on weekly television for y'all to bring home decent views. Because to me, I'm not even counting the time where they moved their Dynamite to Tuesday and they bought home 700,000. I'm not counting that. But this is on a low end. You bring home like 800 something thousand. This is on a low end for AEW. AEW usually be between that 950,000 to 980,000, pushing a million. That's cool, but for them to dip all the way to the 800s, I don't think this is good. But I won't. I would say we shouldn't judge it yet after the fallout of Full Gear. Then after we see what happens at Full Gear and that following Wednesday, 800 some thousand, then I'll say we worry.
I'll say this: AEW has dropped to 800,000 on multiple occasions throughout this year alone, and then the next week it typically goes back to the 930 to 960 range. So as long as it makes that type of jump where you get about 70K back, that's fine. Who knows?
Yeah,
People just might not want it to
could be.
watch. I mean, college basketball has started as well, and I'm not gonna lie to you. If I see the Spartans on TV, the Spartans will overtake even AEW.
See, you're not a real mark. Because I feel like if you're a wrestling fan and wrestling all year round, fuck the NBA, fuck NCAA, fuck the NFL. If it's
You
Monday
tripping, bro?
and Raw is on, I'm Raw. And I'll catch the game when Raw's over. At least
How you
that's
gonna
just
catch?
me.
How you gonna catch it?
Because
It's over.
I mean, about
Salamander,
NBA games
salamander.
around 11 o'clock.
But listen,
So, I mean,
salamander.
I catch those. Football, I know, but still, I just feel like if wrestling fans, like die-hard wrestling fans, like, I don't know, because I mean that's just how I always been. I'll watch my wrestling shows and then I'll catch like the NBA shit later on, find something else on TV when it's over with. But if it's Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Friday, I'm watching wrestling, and then I catch the other shit later on.
Well, here's what I was gonna
Probably
say.
I like to walk in
Live
on
sport.
like I think on Sundays. If it's I'm watching Walking Dead late when the premium live event is over.
You done? You
Yeah,
done? Live sports is different. You
yeah.
can't go back and watch live sports because there's always some type of spoiler
Oh, you got
out
highlights.
there. Yeah, exactly. You got highlights.
You got
So
highlights and
no,
you got like sports center shit.
yeah, so no, I'm gonna watch the game live and then catch this predetermined wrestling on the back end because that's not going to change. In that live game, anything can happen.
That's
Card
true,
is never
but
subject.
anything can happen watching a live game. Even still happens.
Look, the card is never subject to change. It's never subject to
Hard is
change.
subject to change.
It's not.
It-
It's
But
not.
I do want your opinion on this because I do know we talked about it a little bit on the phone. But Austin Theory's failed cash in. Because I seen a lot of people complaining about this. Like, y'all was complaining that he won the Money in the Bank, and then they complaining that who he gonna be the one to take the belt off of off of Roman, and then now that he didn't do that, it's now they mad and complaining that he dropped that he had a failed cash in. So it's kind of like what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Just like people was complaining about Brock Lesnar not showing up when he was champion. Then when he show up, he ain't talking shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing. It's like in wrestling, even though it's subjective, you can't win for lose for shit. People will hate something one day, and then when it happens the same way that they think it's gonna happen, they get upset. We know for a fact that Austin Theory was gonna have a fail. He was either gonna fail to cash in, or he was gonna change the history and cash in. But that's not a main title. That's not a world title, and we was right. But he had a fail cash in, and now people's mad at that. People mad he was on cash in on Roman and all that stuff, and then people's mad that he didn't cash in, and then people's mad he did cash in, and people's mad that he had a failed cash in. I don't know, but I do like how he did address that he did try to cash in multiple times. Like this was last resort, basically. But it's like he did try. He got knocked out by uh, Tyson Fury. He got at 5 by Brock Lesnar. Like he tried to cash in on multiple occasions. I do like that he pointed that out, and then he just seen this opportunity and this happened. But I do think this is a character change for him because you notice he ain't been coming out with his phone. That's he should go.
Salamander. There's no way you're trying to justify this. There's no way.
Yeah,
No.
I'm more aggressive now. This is step two to his career. And for everybody who's really became a star in this industry, you had to do some type of setback. You had to have some type of character back. He came in. He was Rocky Maivia, smiling, cheesing hard as fuck, going to the ring. You punch him in the face, he'll smile. And then what? He was like, let me get a chance to prove you that I can do this. And then they gave him a chance. He got that promo. He started going by the Rock, and now motherfuckers fucking with him. You see, Stone Cold. He was the motherfucking uh what was it? Shining Steve Austin or some shit like that. And then the character changed when he won the King of the Ring. He became Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rattlesnake, and everything. It's steps and shit to your stuff. Like he was the stealthy gimmick and all this shit like that. It's like they took that gimmick from him and gave it to Logan Paul to a point, and then now he's more aggressive and shit like that. So it's a change in development. John Cena, he was a prototype. You see, he came out, he had a wrestler number 13 when he came out for Kurt Angle the first time, and then he was on the verge of about to get fired and shit. Then he came and Stephanie heard him rapping and shit, and that's what birthed the Doctor of Thugonomics and shit like that. So we go through character changes. Drew McIntyre, he was the chosen one. That shit didn't work out for to put him at 3 on B. That was his character change right there. And then when he left and came back, now he's the Scottish psychopath. Bobby Lashley. We took him serious when he first came, and then he wasn't taken serious. Just a little bit. I won't say a lot, but just a little bit. Then he left. Came back. He wasn't taken serious a little bit. Then he had to prove himself like that character change shit. And now he's seeing it and everything. I think it happens to the best of them.
Why are you trying to clarify this? Why? They fucked up.
I have hope
He-
for Austin Theory.
I do too. And
I don't
like
think
it.
it's really
I
a
like the
fuck
character
up.
change.
I don't think it's really a fuck up. I think it was Vince wanted you to have that. I don't. I'm bitching for you. Not that right now. Yes, you was the United States champion, but you are not ready for that yet. I don't have that for you right now. That was Vince's plan. I don't know where he was gonna go with that, but this is my plan. Yeah, you might not see the title right now, but You give me 3 years of hard work, I will reward you.
Salamander, if he was gonna fail, why not have him fail against Roman?
Why? Roman already got too much shit going on.
That's the point.
I
He's
actually like
gonna
the
fail
aspect of it.
anyway.
It changes the feel of it. So now when this year Money in the Bank match goes around, like I was telling you, motherfuckers who hold titles along, like you ain't even just got to be holding the world title for you to be watching. Everybody about to watch that back. If you hold gold at all, motherfuckers about to watch that back. So I like that aspect of it. Even if it was a failed cash, it's just the fact that we never seen it before. It happens. Now we know it could still happen in the future.
No, I'm gonna completely disagree with you. It was stupid. And you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit nicer than what you think I'm gonna be. Even if he couldn't
Mm-hmm.
cash in on Roman, he teased the NXT cash in on Braun Breaker. Why not do that? Add a little. You said give it a different feel. Add it to the NXT side.
I mean,
The World
he teased it
Championship.
though.
Yeah, he teased it. But instead of having him cash in against Seth and losing, you could have had him cash in against Braun and won it. And that's Braun's breakaway feud until you're ready to call him up.
Yeah, but do you want Austin Theory in NXT? He was already there. Do you want to put him back in NXT? I think Austin Theory he already did what he did. He's main roster ready, so it's kind of like a step if you do cash in and become the new NXT champion. I would think that would be kind of a setback. I like him on the main roster. I think he'll be a good upper card until he get that superstar feeling, and then once he get that push and he get ready to cross and become that main event star, yeah.
I'd argue this. You just like you told me the Brock and Roman rivalry this time around was different. They're different people. Gargano, or I'm sorry, Austin Theory in NXT the last time was Gargano's son. This Theory
Mm-hmm.
is a grown man who could go through the same character change that he did to Dolph Ziggler, and in that how he beat up Dolph Ziggler is the same thing he could have done after Braun Breaker defended the NXT title against Von Wagner. He could have did that same thing and cashed in and won. And now you got a
But it's not
brand new. Go ahead.
it's not going. Yeah, he could do that. It's not going. It's going to mean more if it happened on the main roster because he's it's a character. It's this character change. Like he's
You're
more
getting the same
aggressive.
character. You're getting the
More
same character change.
on
You're
NXT. You don't want to see it on NXT. You want to see it on the main roster. Shit, like he got caught up. Like you don't. He won the money in the. He's a former United States. He won the Money in the Bank just to cash in and still be in NXT. No, you want to move up. That's moving down and shit like that. Even if he cash in on the mid card title, that I don't think. I think the mid, even though the NXT title is world title, the IC title and the United States title is still above the NXT title.
he looks
Just because
dumber.
NXT is in development.
But Salamander, you're always talking about the booking. He looks dumber now trying to cash in for the United States title and losing when the money in the bank has normally been
How?
used because the money in the bank has normally been used to cash in on world titles. You cashed in on a secondary title and lost. You look stupid. You could have cashed in for a world title and lost. It's the booking aspect. I don't mind the character development. The character development side is great. I love what they did. It's a new, dangerous looking Austin Theory. But Salamander, you say the booking, the booking, the booking. It's the booking. Yes, it did. It does add a different feel. Two things can be true, but at the same time, he looks dumb because he cashed in on a secondary title and lost. Yes, you can say that NXT title is underneath, the mid card titles on the main roster, but guess what? In the record books, that NXT championship is what? A world title. You are the NXT's champion, the NXT brand champion, top champion. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah. You got a point. So I want to discuss something with you, and I really feel like this gonna draw up some type of controversy in the comment sections and between both of us individuals. So are you ready for this, KB?
I'm ready.
I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. TEN. 10 superstars. Present, past, and the future. Yes. That we're gonna discuss if they are overrated or underrated. Are you ready for this smoke?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for the smoke, man? Are you ready? I'm not going no particular order. I'm just gonna say a fucking name, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna start with one of the obvious ones that I kind of feel like is pretty much uh easy for us to talk about. We're gonna start with the EST of WWE, Miss Bianca Belair. Is she overrated or underrated?
I would say she's underrated. I don't think Bianca Belair is actually given enough credit for
Mm-hmm.
everything that she does and how quickly she picked it up and how because she wasn't booked like this in NXT. They brought her up, said you're going to be
Yeah,
the face of the women's
yeah,
division, and they made her a champion on the fly. And she's adjusted to it well. Every time she was given a spotlight, she blows it out the water. I don't think Miss Bianca Belair gets enough credit for how good she's become in a
yeah.
very
I was
short
gonna say the
amount of
same shit.
time.
I was gonna say the same shit too, because like from NXT to now, like I don't think she really started blowing up until she got to that point where she was able to challenge for the NXT title and shit. And then, but I actually feel like she actually started blowing up more once she made her debut into what was the Royal Rumble and shit.
Yes.
And ever since then, she skyrocketed. Ever since she got caught up and shit. Like I actually think the next person is overrated, and that's Miss Charlotte Flair.
I can agree with that.
Yes, I said it. I said
I
it. She's over.
I can agree with that. As a Charlotte Flair
I'm not
fan,
saying she's
she
not a good
is overrated.
wrestler.
No.
I'm not saying
No,
she's a good
she's
wrestler,
a
but she's just overrated.
yeah, she's tremendous, but she's a lot of she's a lot of copy and paste.
Yes.
She needs
I said it
somebody
multiple
in the
times.
ring. Go ahead.
No, you go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say in order to bring out the best of her, I feel like she needs somebody in the ring who is as good as her.
Yes. Uh, uh, I said multiple times on multiple different occasions. I really felt like Charlotte Flair is the female because during the time, during especially during the early 2000s, Triple H started to really get his push, the late 90s and shit like that. But the 2000s is really like took off like to be a fucking star. And during that time, you had lost all your big stars. You had lost The Rock, you had lost Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels is gone for a while. You lost injuries and shit like that as well. And the only big stars that you technically really, really, really only have was like The Undertaker and Triple H, I believe. So, if you had Undertaker out with an injury and you needed a champion, who was a safe bet to put the title on? It was Hunter, which explains all them damn reigns he got. So that brings my question: is Hunter overrated or underrated?
Triple H,
Yes,
I say he's underrated. I say Triple H is underrated.
underrated,
Underrated.
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 I say he's underrated as a booker, as a wrestler. He's underrated. You think so?
Outside of the outside of the reign of terror, he's always been a company guy.
That's true. But during the reign of
Always been a
terror,
company guy.
He was he wasn't the best wrestler.
That's fine. He was exactly what
He wasn't even
Mac needed.
that is true. But like, do that make him doing the Reign of Terror? He faced numerous of oppositions who was better than him, who had a title at that time but didn't get it. A what's he? I believe Scott Steiner's won it during the time they was feeling just a few just didn't last. That shit was dope, but the build up the first like when he first came and made set his intentions that he wanted Triple H, it was cool. I think once they started having when they got to that ring, that thongs and shit that was flexing, I think that's what made the feud like, all right, what the fuck? Because it was all about basically who got the bigger muscles. That's that the whole feud. It was that. It was a show off, a flexing competition. Then they went to a put competition to all this other bullshit. Overall, Triple H, he has a fantastic wrestling career. Is he overrated, underrated? We'll have to label him as slightly over. I would say slightly over. And it's because I really say just the 2000s thing, just like John Cena. I would have to label John as slightly. Well, I would have to label John Cena as overrated. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I can't admit that John Cena is overrated. But
Is
for
that the
Triple
next
H,
person on the
I
list?
will label him as it is. But for Triple H, I would have to. Shit. I will label Triple H as overrated, but like I said, it's very slight. Like he the best. But for John Cena, for a fact, yes, he's overrated as fuck.
Yeah, he's overrated.
So we both just agreeing on that. Ain't no argument. It's just John Cena's just overrated.
Yeah, he's just overrated.
We just agree right down the middle. Like, yeah, he's overrated.
Yeah, he's yeah.
You know who else is fucking overrated? John Cena overrated. This motherfucker got overrated as hell too.
Who?
Hulk motherfucker Hogan.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Overrated as fuck.
Everything about
Overrated
Hulk
as
Hogan.
fuck.
Everything about Hulk Hogan was just it was just forced, shoved down your throat.
Like John Cena, like they both got the four moves of doom for real.
Yeah, no,
A couple
yeah,
moves and
Hulk
that's
Hogan.
it.
Yeah, that's overrated.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna do this last one, and then everybody else is really up for grabs, man. The late great Eddie Guerrero.
The late great Eddie. Overrated or underrated? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, is he overrated or underrated?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm
It
gonna
is.
go. I'm gonna go underrated, but I want to ask the question as a hypothetical. How far do you think the lying, cheating, and stealing gimmick would have gotten? Would it have gotten stale, and would the fans have begun to boo it? That's my question. So I'm gonna go underrated, but my question to determine if it would have been if he would be overrated is what do you think the fans would do with that gimmick? Because that gimmick to me it's all time legendary. I don't think I can get tired of it, but we've seen legendary gimmicks that fans have just gotten tired of.
I think Eddie Guerrero as a wrestler character and everything is underrated. I think the lion cheat and still gimmick, I think that would have lasted. It would have been something that you can bring back. Like he boom after that gimmick, he would have did something else, and then they would have circled back around a couple years later, and they can bring back that gimmick. That's what I think. But as champion, I think he was overrated. Like we had so many discussions on this channel about the chase to the motherfucking title is always more entertaining rather than retaining it. Because his chase to the WWE title was very entertaining, but his reign as WWE champion, it wasn't really that much. His chase to the United States title and all the Mexico titles he held was cool. But it really, I don't know, it really didn't live up to that much.
Now, but is that more so the booking?
I don't know. I don't know, but I would just blame. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard decision. That's a hard question because I don't know who to blame for that. Is it the character or the booking? Because at the end of the day, no matter what, because I feel like this. No matter what way you was booked, you still have a job to go out there and execute. So I don't care if you went out there, you had to like Titus. You gotta go out there. You got dance break, dance break. Speak of dance break. R-Truth. He did the dance break shit. Comedy gimmick. He made it work. He wasn't winning matches, but he had a comic gimmick and he made it work. So you could blame booking, but at the same time, it's up to the star to get your shit together. Yes,
Oh,
it's bullshit, but it's up to you to get it over.
I mean, you're right,
And
but
nobody think the
let's
light
not.
shit won't work. The lights and it got over for a moment.
First off, R-Truth is a special performer. There isn't one thing that I don't think R-Truth can't get over. There are a special group of people who can get anything over. Jericho got over a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Those are special people, and not everybody's going to be a R-Truth. Not everybody's going to be a Jericho in terms of being able to get their shit over. So it does come down to the booking a little bit more than I would say there, because you can go from a perspective of Vinnie Mac. We can look at it and say, "Huh, that's a really good match." The fans and everybody else are like, "No, I hate that." Well, what did you see that I didn't see? Because I saw a good match.
Right.
Like we've always said, wrestling is very subjective. So I think it is a little bit more dependent on the booking, but also, like you said, you do got to go over there and give it your all. But come on now, your pride and your psyche has to be hurt, knowing that you came from somewhere was a top guy, but now you're resorted to doing this, or you were being utilized and now you're being resorted to doing this. Like that's gotta hurt.
It do to a point, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. But I, I don't know. I think I made this a little bit too hard. But Eddie Guerrero, uh, I think I'm gonna stick with my answer. I think Eddie Guerrero is underrated as a wrestler, character, gimmick, but as champion, I feel like he was overrated as a champion.
I'm gonna stick with underrated the whole way through.
And with Triple H, I just put a question mark because I don't know. We didn't come to no agreement with that, and I know for we're gonna come to no agreement with this next one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out the fucking way. We'll go ahead and get out the way. We're gonna step over to your territory to motherfucking AEW, right? And we're
Uh-huh.
gonna discuss one of their best tag teams ever. The
Okay.
young
Oh, they're overrated. They're overrated.
fuck overrated. Oh, you take the super kicks out the Arsenal, they are average tag. That's it.
I mean, they got
I swear to
charisma
God.
for days, and I think
If they charisma bounce off of groups that we've seen before. They ain't nothing but a mixture of the Hardy Boys Christian and Edge and the Dudleys meets motherfucking Shawn Michaels and all this mixture of every. It's a mixture. Like they have no originality.
I will say this: I love the Young Bucks, but I can agree they're a tad bit overrated, and I don't think it's by much. I also feel like they don't get the credit they
Bad.
deserve either. I
I
also feel
know.
like they really don't get the credit,
And
but
what credit?
they're a tad bit overrated.
What credit?
What do you mean? What credit? The
What
Young Bucks
credit?
have gone out
What
there.
credit? What, overutilizing the super kick? Yes, I give them credit for that.
People were doing a super kick before the Bucks. Stop that.
Yeah, then people doing it before the Bucks, but then the Bucks start doing it every fucking match and performing 15 super kicks in the match. People ain't trying to do it no more. Just like the German suplex is played out because Brock Lesnar do it so damn much. But it's like at the same time, like only you perform a move so damn much, only certain people can do it, and it really look believable. Anybody else performing suplex is like, yes, this is a regular move.
Okay, so with that,
Anybody hit
so with
the super kick, do it. It's a big move.
okay, so let me ask you this: so the attitude adjustment is what, a Death Valley driver,
Mhm.
right? So what you're saying is nobody should do a
Yes.
DVD.
Don't nobody do it.
It's a lot of people that do Death Valley drivers.
Name somebody in WWE who do one.
Apollo Crews. Just seen him do it Tuesday.
Is that his move, or he just bought it out? Like you know how they just bought out a Canadian destroyer, but it's not in that move. It's just a one time move that they did.
I've seen Apollo Crews do a Death Valley driver in multiple matches.
Dude, he sat down with it
Yes, he does.
because it's like the KOD a little bit.
No. It's
But
a
if he
Death
sit down
Valley
with it,
driver.
it's not an AA. It's kind
Okay.
of still different.
Okay, no, he doesn't
The
sit down.
AA is more. The AA is more of the F5 because you know the F5 he spin with it. It was just flipping you over. So like the spear. Everybody can't do a damn spear. If you're a big guy with muscles, a spear is in your arsenal. It's execution. So I believe Roman hit a spear is believable. Bobby hit a spear is believable. Drew McIntyre hit a spear? Fuck no.
I feel like they
John Moxley
oversell
hit a
for
spear?
Bobby Lashley
Fuck no.
Spears. I feel like they oversell for
It's
Bobby Lashley
believable.
Spears.
It's believable. It's believable because a spear ain't nothing like. It's only 3 people in fucking wrestling. Hits a spear look believable. Edge is cool, but he's too skinny to do it. So it's like that's why he motherfucking neck. That's why. Cena, I mean not John Cena, but Batista's. He had the body, the the physique to make the spear look believable, but the execution did not live up to it because it looked like nothing but a diving shoulder tackle. That's what Batista's look like. The execution was horrible, but it could have been believable if his execution was real. Goldberg, perfection. Roman, perfection. Moxley, perfection. Big Show, no, he's just a big motherfucker throwing himself at you. That spirit is not believable. It's execution. Like take me back to the Young Bucks with the Super Kid. Like you said, credit. I think the only credit they deserve is overutilizing the Super Kid.
They
Other than
put
that,
on
I don't think they deserve shit because if you take the Super Kick away from their shit, what do they have? They have nothing.
the Young Bucks have consistently put on fantastic match after fantastic match and have never been given their proper credit. But like I said, I do agree with you. I don't think they're overly overrated, but I do believe that they're slightly overrated. But
They
I
are
love the Young Bucks.
overrated with the word over and capitalized. It could
Now
be
that's
spelled with
now that's
lowercase, but
now
the
that's
word
John Cena.
over is capitalized.
No, that's John Cena.
Now John Cena is overrated all the way capitalized, like the whole word over for John Cena. Same thing with Hulk Hogan. come to the Young Bucks, the word over, this motherfucker capitalized. Like I said, if it take the fucking super kick away for the Young Bucks, they ain't got shit. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got. You say charisma, bullshit. Without this,
See,
super kick is that charisma.
sit
It
down and
is.
watch a Young Bucks match. Sit down and watch a Young Bucks match. Matter of fact,
Let them,
you'll
let
see
them
him. You'll see him.
not perform
You'll
a
see him
super
at full
kick.
gear. You'll see him at full gear. Don't worry about
I
it.
hope I
You'll see
do.
him at full
I
gear.
bet you. I bet you they gonna come in and hit like 3 super kicks, 4 super kicks, 5 super kicks, 6 super kicks, and then gonna be like, damn, come on, like, do something else, do a splash, do a body drop, some shit. They they do super kicks so much. You know how in the wrestling match you throw punches and shit. They super kicks is equivalent to a punch in wrestling. That's how much they do it.
I just want to let you know the 6 men in the ring have made magic multiple times in AEW in singles competition,
The
tag
6
team,
men.
and trios.
Speaking of the 6 men, and Kenny Omega, is he
Uh,
overrated or underrated?
I'm gonna go underrated. I'm gonna go underrated.
Underrated, of course.
Yeah, I'm
If
gonna
you
go
guys
underrated.
know our history between Kenny and Omega, then you know why KB and Mark say he's underrated. He think Kenny Omega is better than Randy Orton.
Go look
I
at the
don't know.
former pod. Go look at the previous podcast early on in its inception. We did 2 videos on it. I stand by it. I also justified that by saying I am a Randy Orton fan. I love Randy Orton. I put Randy Orton in my top 10. And on top of that, he is a better storytelling wrestler than Omega to me. But
KB
he
the
just
Mark.
does not give me the grace and the flair that that Omega does. But if I want to watch a true heel conduct his business, there's none other than Randy Orton.
I think Kenny Omega, he's right in the middle between me. Like he's if this is the line and this side is overrated and this side is underrated, he's right there. Like he's not either. Like I'll say for me, I still need a little bit more to view from this guy for me to actually give him a proper label of being underrated or overrated. But I seen enough of the Young Bucks to say them motherfuckers is overrated.
Hey man, wrestling is subjective. You like what you like,
Just
you
like this
don't
next
like what
guy.
you don't like.
We gonna say NXT, and he's your front man. He's on your front right there. John Moxley. I feel like John Moxley overrated. I'm sorry.
Oh
He
hell
ain't
no,
nothing
he's under.
but a
No, he's
he's
underrated.
nothing but a John Moxley is
He's
nothing but
underrated.
a modern day Sandman.
That is a lie, and you know it. John
It's
Moxley
not
is underrated. He was the third member of the Shield. Nobody in your company thought Moxley was gonna be the guy, could be the guy. He was given one run, and they never went back to him. Had him talk about his friend's cancer his cancer coming back.
because he's
And
overrated.
then he comes over here and he leads this company through the darkest of times and shows that he is one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet. Come on now.
I
He's
feel like
underrated. He's
I feel
not
like his
given
term.
enough credit.
I feel like his time. If he's not bleeding, it's not a good match. I say that. I don't know where they
I,
leave us. I don't know if they leave us as underrated, but I don't know if I said underrated, but overrated or underrated. If he's not bleeding, it's not a good match.
Let me ask you this. Why does that matter? If he wants
It's
to
who
bleed,
it's
let him
his
bleed. It's his
character there. No, it's
if
his
he wants
character
to
there.
bleed,
But if he
let
just
him
put on
bleed.
a regular match, it's not that good.
Any match that Moxley's in is 4.5. He walks in and gives that match
I can
four
even
and a
say his
half.
time in WWE, like his time in WWE matches wasn't even that good for real. I will say that
That's
for a
because
fact. Like out of everybody, chill, he was the least one that at least one that I was favorite on.
did that regime. Be honest, did that regime ever give him a chance, a fair chance, a
I mean, he
solid chance?
main roster,
Be real.
not main roster, main event push, no. Mid card push, yes. He had everything in his hands to become an excellent top mid card act. Main event, no. He failed. Under the regime, under the regimen, he failed.
That
AEW,
regime.
yes, he has the potential to be the top star. But at the same time, AEW, they do things that WWE don't do, like they allow blood. And anytime he has a match and it's just a regular match, it's not good. You have a match and it got something to do with blading and shit like that, the match be good. That's the specialty.
Nothing wrong with that one,
Hardcore
though.
wrestling. I say he's the modern day Sandman. He's like a modern day Sabu. He's a
He's
hardcore
way
wrestler.
better. He
Hardcore, you
is
take the
hard.
blood out, overrated.
No, he's better
Nobody
than that.
hardcore than Sabu.
He doesn't need blood
Who?
in every match. Moxley is Moxley.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Moxley
does.
can tell a
Yes, he
great
does.
story just being Moxley.
All right, we're gonna see this. We're gonna see this weekend. We're gonna see this, but and it's tomorrow.
It is.
Full gear, yes. We're gonna see tomorrow. Because John Moxley, if he put on a good match and if it doesn't bleed, I would take this back.
I don't think Moxley's
Now he
going to
bleed through the
bleed.
match.
I think it's going to
The
be.
match
I
is
think it's
good.
going to
I'm
be
like, see, I
MJF.
told you.
I think it's going to be MJF that's bleeding.
Even his shit with fucking Daniel Bryan. When Daniel Bryan was trying to unite ties with him for the first time before when they first came up with the
I'm sorry,
Blackpool
who?
Combat Club.
Who? I'm sorry, who?
I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson.
Okay, that guy.
What he do? John Moxley bled. The match was good. I'm not gonna lie, the match was good. And if he didn't bleed during that match, I would have been like, okay, that was the first match I would say was like a 5-star caliber match John Moxley did since he left WWE. That was good without no bleeding. But he bled.
There's nothing wrong with a
Take
little
away bleeding.
pain.
You take away John Moxley bleeding, it's like taking away the super kick from the YoungBucks. It's average. It's mid.
Moxley is way better than average.
It's mid.
It's not. Take away all of the interference from WWE supergroups right now, and Roman would be mid. Take away the bloodline, Roman would be mid.
I guarantee right now, we got some people in the comment section right now saying, I see where you're coming from, Solomon. And since you brought up Roman, that's the last person on it. It's Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table. Is he overrated or underrated?
Underrated. He was
underrated. Why you say he's underrated?
He was never given a proper chance to be what he really wanted to be, which was a heel.
Okay.
Now that he's gotten it, we see what it could have been all those years ago.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you because I was thinking like, if he was the same character that we had, he wasn't ever the tribal chief, the head of the table, and he was just the big dog still, I would say he overrated as fuck.
Yeah.
But since we got this heel and I can see how both sides work, I think he is underrated because he had, even as a heel character, he's been heel for like fucking 2-3 years. He still got more story to tell.
Yes.
As being a heel. I would officially him as underrated. But came to the mark. We had a discussion about overrated and underrated wrestlers. We had a heated debate about the Young Bucks, and I'm pretty sure I got at least 10 people that agree with me on that shit. I got to, man. Hey, guys, if you agree with me with the Young Bucks, personally, Camilo Salamander will respond to your comment because I'm telling you, this motherfuckers is overrated as fuck. Take away the super kick, they ain't got shit. I'm telling you, like motherfucker.
I mean, that's just like saying taking the corporate push take the corporate push away from Cena. He just be a normal guy.
Not really.
He
still had a character development. Young Buck kick. You said a charismatic. I don't know. The charismatic is the super kick. They ain't got shit. They ain't got shit at all.
They can talk.
They
wrestle, and they put on fantastic.
They some wannabes. They some wannabes. Martinelli and fuck Sean. Some wannabe fucking NWOs. They some wannabes. That's the original to them. The only thing original is the fact that their name is YoungBucks. Other than that, anything on them is copy and paste for stars that came before them, such as Edge, Akira Christian, DX, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, motherfucking the Hardys, everything,
You
everything.
sound like you sound like a grade A hater.
Nah, nah. But I'm gonna play a quick game with you before we head out of here. It's guess that wrestler, right? You have six. Let me get my timer ready. You have 60 seconds to ask me. Okay. You have 60 seconds to ask me any question about anything to help you come up uh with the wrestler I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
You can ask me any question except for who is it. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Start off easy with just wrestlers, right? One,
Okay.
I have four. One is a wrestler, but it's not a wrestler at the same time. But he's a wrestler because in the ring you have multiple matches. You're a wrestler. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. How on a scale of 1 to 10 before we start? How confident are you
If I'm being quite honest, I'm not confident at all.
at all? Hey, this might be a
At
game.
all.
This might be my right here. This might be my territory. You feel me? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
60 seconds on the clock and go.
Uh, old or new?
No.
AEW, WWE.
AEW.
Mid card or main eventer?
Main eventer.
Top of the card or lower card main eventer?
Top of the card.
Are they on the full gear pay per view
20 seconds.
tomorrow?
No. But no. But maybe. I would say that.
No, but maybe.
10 seconds. Yes.
Uh,
No, but maybe.
no, but
5
maybe.
seconds.
I don't know.
And time. Final guess. Yo, lock in your answer right now.
They may be on the card. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. They officially not on the card, but they might.
And they might be. Um. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Eddie Kingston.
Put it in. Eddie Kingston. You wrong. You wrong. It's Kenny Omega.
Kenny
It's
Omega
Kenny
is on
Omega.
the card.
On Fleer?
Omega, yes, he was confirmed Wednesday.
I thought they were still suspended. Oh, that's super. I thought they were still suspended.
No,
I thought they was still suspended. Okay. I was gonna say that's why I was like, yes, no, but maybe because I did see that they tweeted out like a stopwatch or some shit, and they was waiting for the time or some shit like that. So I'm like, maybe they will appear at Full Gear, but no, I did not know
yes,
that they was on the Max card. At least Max card. I did not know that.
yes, they are confirmed for Full Gear.
The fuck I been.
Not watching the fucking product, but I don't blame you. It's been hit and miss. I don't blame you at all.
Hold on, let me look. Let me confirm real quick. Let me confirm. Let me see. Let me see. Because this is really new to me. Because I was like, shit, I don't know. I was watching it this Wednesday, but I'm like, I must have missed that shit.
Pac did a whole promo.
Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Why the fuck ain't from that part? Because I'm on the images. It's my fault. Let's see. So it's supposed to be John Moxley, MJF for the World Championship. Death Triangle versus the okay. Oh yeah, they're gonna win. I mean, that's completely obvious. It was already championship before that bullshit happened, and now they got straight for their titles, and then the runner ups got the shit, and now yeah, it's pretty obvious they're gonna win. All right, that's my fuck up.
I think they're gonna
That's
lose.
my fuck. I get that to you because I get that to you though. That's my fuck up. But all right, the next one. You want to go or you want me to go?
You go ahead and go.
All right. Let me get my next wrestler ready. All right. Are you ready?
Are you going or am I going?
Are you saying you go?
Oh,
You
okay.
want me to answer your question? You want me to guess your wrestler to go with my second
No,
one?
we can go with your second. I was just confused. That's me. That's on me.
All right. All right. So 60 seconds on the clock. So you want me to go ahead and go with all the rest of mine, and then after I'm done with mine, we do your four?
Yes.
All right. That's bad. All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Go.
Okay. New or old?
Oh,
80s, 90s, 2000s.
2000s. A little bit of 90s.
In a tag team.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yes.
Are they still wrestling now?
You ain't gonna get this hard. No. Well, kind of, but officially, no. They make appearances. If
Do
that
they make appearances for
checks right.
WWE?
Yes.
When is the last time said person made an appearance?
Early this year. 5 seconds.
Earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of none. Oh, like earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, final guess.
Um, I didn't even ask. I just assumed. Okay. 90s, early 2000s made an appearance this year. I really don't know. I feel like it's a woman though. I should have asked.
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
Trish Stratus.
Oh no. Very, very, very close. Very close. Look, I had Lita.
Oh,
Very close. Very close. All right, that's 1-1. I'm gonna give you the Kenny Omega one because I fucked up on that, but it's 1-1. All right. Are you ready for this next one? This next one, I know for a fact you're not gonna get it. I know that
yeah.
for a fact, and I'm very confident on that.
Okay.
I'll put the championship on.
Nah, I want to earn it.
Like I know for a fact you're not gonna get this. I'm that confident. I'll put my title on the line just for this one.
No.
60 seconds. Hey, you better the whole 6 seconds. You better ask me as many questions as quickly as possible. Get it because you're gonna need all the help in this one. I'm telling you.
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. KB to Mark. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready. Go.
Man or woman?
Man.
Old or new? Old or new?
No.
New.
Yeah.
Work for WWE.
35. Yes.
When is the last time said person competed?
WrestleMania.
Did they come over from another company?
No.
But the
Italy.
last time they competed is at
Different.
WrestleMania.
Yes. Didn't come from another company. Came from a different industry. 5 seconds. And
Were
time.
they on night 1 or night 2?
I believe night 1. Final guess.
I can't remember Johnny Knoxville.
No. Close. He is an entertainer. But mine was Bad Bunny.
Was Bad Bunny at this year's
He was close.
WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Who did Bad Bunny wrestle?
No, I'm thinking of 30s. What was it? I'm thinking about
That was like
the one hit that
2
Canadian
years ago,
destroyed.
wasn't it? Yeah, that was like
I
a
mean,
year, 2 years ago.
the way my I got a memory as a fish. I think that shit was last year.
No, that shit wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago.
Close though. You still close. All right, this last one. This the last one. All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Go.
Okay. Man or woman?
Man.
Old or new?
Old.
Ruthless aggression or attitude era?
Both. No, ruthless.
Ruthless aggression. Main eventer?
Yes.
Has said person main evented any WrestleManias?
No.
But he is a main eventer.
Yes. During the time.
When is the last WrestleMania he competed at?
Top of my head, I do not know, but it was in the 20s still.
Like
May
2020.
20ish still.
Like
No,
2020.
not 2020. It was WrestleMania. No, it was
It was
WrestleMania 20s. Like
Oh,
WrestleMania
okay.
was still in the 20s. I'll give you 5 more seconds because all that extra talking. 10 more seconds. Go ahead.
Has he held world championship gold before?
Yes.
Okay. And the last WrestleMania was like WrestleMania 20.
I believe that he competed sooner. Just off the top of my, I'm going off the top of my head. I don't have notes or nothing. But it was like WrestleMania's in the 30s now. It was like pre WrestleMania 20ish, like between 20 to like 24, 23. Like the last WrestleMania, I really believe he competed in. Now you said Royal Rumble, I would have been like, this is more recent.
What company does he work for?
The E.
The E. Booker T.
All right, yeah. All right. 2-2. We tied it up. All right. 2-2.
It was Booker T.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. All right, it's my time. It's my time. Let me see if I can watch your shit.
Are you gonna give yourself 60 seconds?
Yeah, I'm gonna say one. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. On your mark, set, go.
Go ahead.
Male or female? Male or female?
Oh, my bad. Male.
Currently active?
No.
Active in WWE.
No.
A legend, Hall of Famer,
Yes.
old or new.
Old.
Former world champion.
Yes.
Uh,
Say it again.
what area did they work for WWE?
Attitude, a little bit of ruthless aggression.
All right, my time is up. Ah, shit. It's a male, Hall of Famer. He's old, working attitude, ruthless, and he's a former world champion.
Yes.
I'm gonna go off the top of my head. Is it JBL?
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
It is. It is Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay.
0-1.
All right, I was wrong. Altogether, it's 2 and 3.
Say it again.
All right, you ready? I said altogether, it's 2 and 3.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Male or female?
Male.
Main eventer?
Yes.
Former world champion?
Yes.
What company they work for? Are they currently active?
They are currently active and they work for WWE.
Um, new or old?
Old.
And currently work for WWE. Former tag champion?
Yes.
Former mid card champion?
Yes.
Is it Randy Orton?
It is Randy Orton.
All right, yeah. See, I didn't even need the full second. Yeah. Yeah, because you said former world champion, he's a male, he currently works for WWE, and he's an old character. I'm like, that's only like 3 people. You confirmed it once you was like, yeah, tag. I already knew who it was once he there. I was like, yeah. I had 3 seconds left too, so if I got that wrong, whoo, I've been stuck too. I had 3 more seconds. All right. You got 2 more.
Yep.
Currently, we are tied 3-3. All right. Last one. I mean, not last one, but male or female?
Male.
Currently active?
Yes.
Old or new?
New.
Former world champion?
No.
Former tag champion?
No.
Better stable?
He is in a stable.
Do the stable got a female?
They have 2.
They have 2. Oh shit! Y'all got me on this one. Shit. What company?
AEW.
Oh, I knew it. Fuck. AEW stables like that. Fuck. My time is up. Fuck. All right, so he's a male. He's in the stable. He got 2 females in the stable. What fucking stable got 2 females in it? Damn, he's a new wrestler.
He is a new wrestler. Got to make that final guess.
indies with AEW, a stable, 2 females. Buddy Matthews.
Sammy Guevara.
Back of my head too. Shit.
I
All right.
I thought the 2 females would have gave it away with the Jericho Appreciation Society.
It did, but I was thinking that too, but then I was like, nah. I don't know. You have me. I said former world champion. He said no. And I was like former tag. He said no. And I'm like, damn, who fuck is that? You had me at that. I should have said any title. And then how you specify what title. Then I think I wouldn't know exactly who that was.
Yeah, if you'd have asked
All right.
what title has said
person,
person, I was gonna say if you just asked what title has said person held, you probably would have got it right then.
I think so too. All right, last one. Male or female?
Female.
All right, so female this time. Former champion?
No.
Currently active?
Yes.
Currently active. What company?
WWE.
Held any title in WWE?
Yes.
What title? Tag?
No. Singles.
What title? That's a world
NXT.
champion.
No, you asked was she a former world champion? She's not former.
Oh, so she's currently a champion.
She's currently a champion.
Mandy Rose?
It is Mandy Rose.
All right. So I got it. It was 3-4. I only lost by one. But I myself on the next episode. I swear on everything, I'm coming for your neck now. You got me with some ones. I'm about to hit you with some bullshit on the next one. I'm gonna do some bullshit like some gimmicks or some shit. How you get what gimmick I'm talking about, and it's gonna be fucking Brock Lesnar F5 in the fucking shark and shit at SummerSlam.
Oh no.
That was cool. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually more challenging than I thought it was gonna be. That was,
I ran out of questions. Yeah, nah, you was right. You was right. It was fun, bro, because like I kept missing the very first question. I should have been asking male or female. I'm just automatically assuming it's a male.
Yeah. See, sexist.
I'm not sexist. I just forgot. You see, I started asking it too. Like he might try to throw me off with a little woman in there.
Female.
You said what?
You never got it. You was close with the leader one. Like you had me scared for the moment. And once you found the answer, you was like Trish. I was like, whew, like you was close. But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
neck
even
on the
know
next
why I
one though.
said
Like,
Trish.
hey, I'm coming for your neck on that.
I should have said Lita.
Hey, I'm coming for your neck on that. So currently, right now, you are 1-0. 1-0. Okay. Hey, that was a good one. Good game. That was a good one, guys. Hey, y'all let us know in the comment section below if y'all like to see more of the guest to wrestler and shit. Really see, this was a lighter side episode. Let us know in the comment section below if you'd like to see this. This is more open and discussed. Like we just came together and just talked about whatever that we wanted to talk about that was wrestling related. You see, we squeezed out a fucking hour and a half of this shit. So just let us know, we was more laid back. It was more relaxed. Let us know if you like to see more content. And, we'll bring it to you. Wherever you like to see, we'll bring it to you guys. We really appreciate the love and support that we had gotten so far. And that's really it, man. We still counting, man. We still going and striving and everything. We just really appreciate y'all for everything, guys. And just leave a like on this video, man. Let's set a goal. Let's get this video to 20 likes. If we can get it to 20 likes, We will have another podcast coming out within 3 days. I guarantee it. Go ahead, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, push notification bells to stay up to date. Once again, Camilio Salamander, this can't be the mark. Simply, we some fucking marks that love sports entertainment.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.